To Mali now, where a 2-month fuel blockade by militants has all but paralyzed the capital, Bamako. Recent satellite images show long queues at gas stations as the group known as JNIM enforces its strategy of starving Bamako of fuel. The strategy has forced schools to shut and affected businesses in the greatest challenge yet to Mali's military leaders who came to power in 2021. Security analysts say the militant group has neither the intention nor the military capability to seize the city of 4 million people, which it briefly attacked last year. They suggest the likely goal is to trigger another coup, which would further destabilize the country and allow JNIM to amass more weapons and funds. Well, the rise of JNIM has complicated the region's fight against extremism. The Al-Qaeda offshoot has carried out major attacks on 7 military locations in Mali, including near its border with Senegal and Mauritania. CGTN's David Mbithi looks at the origins of the group and the footprints of terror it has left in the region.
In January 2013, the French military deployed troops to the Sahel, responding to a request by Mali's government to help stop militants who were fast advancing on the capital, Bamako. But that French intervention was far from successful. By 2017, insecurity in the country and neighboring nations increased as various militant groups coalesced to form a new force known as Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal-Muslimin, or JNIM. In March 2018, JNIM demonstrated its growing capabilities with one of its first major coordinated attacks, targeting both an army base and the French embassy in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. The group's influence continued to grow through high-profile kidnappings. French aide worker Sophie Petronin was taken hostage in Mali in 2016, and JNIM released proof-of-life videos while holding her captive. Her son, Sebastian Petronin, launched an international campaign for her release, which would eventually come in October 2020 after 4 years in captivity. Then, in one of its boldest moves, the group attacked the headquarters of the G5 Sahel Joint Force in Sevare in Mali in June of 2018. The assault on this symbol of regional cooperation dealt a significant blow to counter-terrorism efforts in the Sahel region. But its deadliest attack came in November 2019 at Indelemane in Mali's Menake region, close to the border with Niger. More than 50 Malian soldiers were killed in the coordinated assault. By January 2020, JNIM had expanded its operations into Niger, launching a devastating attack on a military base near the Mali border that left many soldiers dead. In August 2020, Mali's government was toppled by the military, triggering a cascade of similar takeovers across the region. The coup leaders promised to crush the growing threat of extremism. The ascension to power also marked the beginning of a broader French military withdrawal from the Sahel region. Still, the new military leaders struggled to contain extremist violence, but they made progress in retaking control of several major towns from insurgent groups. But in August 2024, JNIM launched one of the deadliest attacks in the region's history, killing more than 400 people. The attack, now widely known as the Basalogo Massacre, occurred just 130 kilometers north of Ouagadougou, the capital of neighboring Burkina Faso. And in September last year, in a brazen escalation of their campaign, JNIM attacked Mali's capital, destroying the presidential jet and killing dozens of police officers. Since then, the group has shifted tactics, targeting critical infrastructure. Its latest fuel blockade in Mali has resulted in major shortages, adding to growing public frustration after years of persistent insecurity. David Mbithi, CGTN.